Now, I asked you guys to bring a flashlight or have a flashlight on your phone. Did everybody do that? Can you guys start turning on your cameras? Because we're about to do something and I really would like everybody's camera on if you can. Take out
the flashlight or the camera?
Your camera for me to see you, because you won't be, the people won't see you, but I want to see you. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Okay, so now that you have your cameras on, I need you to go to your wall, wherever you are, whatever room you're in, and turn off the light. Don't look like that, Vidya. Get up and close
the lights off. The lights off. That's the window.
That's the window. Well, you gotta cut your camera off, walk to the bathroom. You got
okay.
Shut the door. And we just wait for you to come back. Okay. Everybody needs to get to a dark room. So just if you need to turn off your camera in order to get to a dark room, turn them off and walk to a dark room with your flashlight. Okay. What I'd like you to do is to turn off your lights. Whatever light source you have right now, turn it off.
Like the computer?
Flashlight, no, whatever the light source is, turn off the light, but let yourself be in the dark where we can still hear you. So if you have a flashlight, turn it off. If you have anything that's in the dark, that's keeping you, enabling you to see. Okay, I think we're there. Now here's what I'd like you to do. I would like someone to volunteer to read where it says spiritual warfare is.
Oh, you got jokes.
I'm asking.
She definitely got the jokes because I can't see in this dark, man.
I'm asking a question. Can somebody please read? It's the 3rd paragraph on page 79. Can somebody please read that for me? You cannot use your lights. You cannot use your lights. Can somebody please read that?
If you share your screen, I'll read it.
Okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. Whatever light source you have, can you turn it on? If it's a flashlight, remember you're supposed to either have the flashlight from your camera or from your a regular flashlight or from your phone. Now shine that light on your book and somebody read that first sentence for me. Nobody can read it?
What part are we supposed to read?
It's 1 to the 3rd paragraph, first sentence on page 79.
You said the 2nd paragraph at the end of the days?
No, at the next paragraph where it says spiritual warfare.
Okay, spiritual warfare is designed by Satan to bring doubt, division, faithlessness, compromise, covetousness, and other sins. But verses 15 through 21 show us that no matter what the weapon he's formed against us, they can never defeat the blessing of a life that is chosen to follow Christ with all their heart, mind, and strength.
Yes, there you go. Okay, we'll read that scripture in just a minute. Can everybody get back in the light for me, please? I'll wait.
Gladly.
Turn on your lights, get back in the light, come into the light, everybody, please. Oh, I can see your beautiful faces. This is so good. I have a question. I need to ask you guys some questions. What was the very first thing you thought about when I asked you to please turn off the lights? What was the very first thought that came to mind when I said turn off the light? Why? Okay, go ahead.
I gotta get up.
Okay, what else?
Me too, Lena, because it's not dark in here.
What else? Who else has something that they was thinking?
I'm with them. That's the same thing I was thinking. I'm tired. I ain't got time for all this extra.
Okay, that's a good one. I ain't got time for all this extra. What else? Who else had something that their first thought that they was thinking?
I was like, there's no place dark. It's still light outside.
Okay, what else? What else?
See, it's raining over here, so it was dark for me.
It was dark for you.
Yeah.
What happened? What were you thinking when I asked you to start reading?
I didn't bring my book to the bathroom, so that was gonna be hard to do.
Okay, so you didn't bring your book.
I'm with Jasmine. I didn't have my book either. And it was dark in there. I'm like, I can't see. I can't read.
Okay, and what else did you guys think when I asked you to read?
I was
I
thinking,
already felt.
sorry, go ahead, Michelle.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I already said it. You got jokes.
Okay.
And
said
I
it
was
out loud.
thinking, I got a little light, but I still can't see this.
Okay. Well, we've been talking about spiritual warfare for a few weeks now, right? Spiritual warfare is the darkness. It's the darkness that consumes each of our lives. We learn that in the dark, we can't see, we can't function very well, we can't maneuver very well. In the dark, if you are charged with doing a task, it's almost impossible for you to get it done because of the dark, right? Then I asked you, could you turn on just a little bit of your light? I said, can you turn on your flashlights, or could you turn on just some kind of light source? And almost everybody said, well, I still don't have enough light to read. I still can't see anything, right? Because you just had a little bit of light. You just had a little teeny bit. That's what happens when we say to ourselves, somebody says, I don't have time to be doing all this extra, right? That's what happens when we say to ourselves, you know, I'm a Christian, that's good enough. That's what happens when we say to ourselves, I just got so much to do. You know, I can't be dealing with Bible study or going to church or reading the word or praying and all that stuff. I don't have time to do all that. I got to do all this other stuff, right? And so we're just getting a little bit of light, just a teeny tiny bit. And with that teeny tiny bit, I could see better than I could see in the dark, but I still couldn't see good enough. But when I asked you to go back into the room where you were fully lit up, where you could see everything, everybody was like, oh, thank you. This is so much better. I'm so glad I'm out of the dark. This don't make no kind of sense. This crazy child told us to turn off the lights and try to read. Because all of a sudden it made sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to sit in the dark. It doesn't make sense to sit here and try to do anything in the dark when I can just flip a switch and the light comes on and now I can see everything. When we're in the heat of spiritual warfare and we are not flipping that switch, God is the switch. And we don't flip that switch up, we just functioning with just a teeny tiny little bit of light. And we just saw that's not enough to help us get the job done. That's not enough for us to fight with. We need our lives to be completely illuminated, where God can show us, okay, baby, if you move to the left, then you're going to fall into this ditch. If you move to the right, they got an ambush waiting for you. If you go backwards, they're going to do this. I can't see that in the dark. So just like Brother Daniel did, he predetermined in his heart, I'm going to follow God. That is what I'm going to do. He made sure that he was lit up like Christmas because he wanted to see everything. When I choose to follow God, God shows me the obstacles. He shows me how to get around them. The word tells me that he'll take me and hide me and protect me and shelter me. I can't get there if I'm trying to maneuver in the dark. So the next time that you're thinking about spiritual warfare, the first question you should ask yourself, am I fully lit up? Is everything fully illuminated around me? Or am I just working with just an itty bitty piece of light? Because I can't get the job done with just a little piece of light. I purposely chose the background that you see behind me. It's all bright and sunny and white and everything. You can just see you can see the leaves, you can see the flowers. I even see the lemonade sitting there. I mean, you can see everything, right?
Okay, excuse me real quick.
All righty. So here's
Thank
the
you.
question. You're welcome. So here's the question that we want to ask ourselves. When we are working, when we are trying to live a godly life before God, are we happy walking and stumbling in the dark? Because if I had asked y'all to do a scavenger hunt in the dark, how successful do you think you would have been? If I had asked you to even find, like if I just told you, take your pencil and throw it somewhere in the room. Now turn off the light and go find it. How long would it have taken you to go find that pen? We don't want to be functioning Christians in the dark, because it's in the dark that the enemy can attack us. We want to be pulled out into the light. Y'all, I have shared my craziness with y'all. I have told y'all I've got issues. God has delivered me from some of them, and some of them I am still working on. You know that. But that's how we get put. Don't laugh at me, Miss Layla. That's how we get pulled into the light. God starts to reveal our imperfections to us. And he starts to say, listen, you working with that much of light, and I'm trying to illuminate. See how beautiful the background is? Man, you can see the little moss. You can see everything. You can even distinguish the different colors of the background. You can see that I'm in white and off white, and that's actual white behind me. I can't see that in the dark. Because like Brother David, for the king to offer me his dainties, for the king to offer me his wine, it's like off white. It looks white until you put it next to white. And then it don't look so white no more.